Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is a really special occasion because we have our very first live AMA for Zoin. But even more special than that, I'm about to introduce all of you guys to the brand new CEO of Zoin. And in this live, I really hope that we can get to know Dawsmonkee a little bit more. I'm going to talk to him a little bit about who he is, what he's all about. We're going to do a draw. There's been a buy competition going on, and we're going to announce the winners of that. And also, we are going to be talking a little bit about Zoin, the project. Now, what I will say before we get into that is Dawsmonkee, God bless him, has been CEO for less than 48 hours, okay? And I know he's bustling with all sorts of ideas and, things he's thinking about. But these are very early days, guys. So please do ask your questions. But what I will say is we may not have all of the answers today, but at least this is a great opportunity to start the ball rolling, to gather your ideas, to gather your questions. And obviously, if we or Dawsmonkee can't answer your questions today, we will get answers and we will be thinking about the things that we're talking about as well. So anyway, you have heard enough of me because I know you're not here for me. You're here to meet the new CEO of Zoin. So I'm about to reveal him. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. Let's introduce.
Hello.
You are a real person. You
I'm
never
a real
can tell,
person.
can you, until you see somebody in the flesh, right? But welcome as the brand new CEO of Zoin. How does it feel?
Oof, utterly bizarre, overwhelming. Like I had no idea that this was going to happen. But yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think I sent you a comment a couple of days ago, or yesterday, I think it was, saying, did you ever think at the beginning of this week that you would be a CEO by the end of the week? It's all crazy, but that's why we love crypto, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yep.
Anything can happen, and it always does, actually, let's face it.
Just seem to.
So we are going to get into a little bit of the man behind the name of Dawsmonkee in a second. Let's just have a look who's in the house. We'll just take a quick look. And of course, always in the comments is Biz Entertainment. Biz, I know, put these comments up beforehand, so I'm not sure if Biz is in now, but I always want to say a huge shout out to Biz, who does an incredible job for all YouTubers, gets the word out there when we're doing lives and so much more. So thank you, Biz. And what Biz always says is, if you're having a little conversation in the comments between yourselves, that's no problem. But if you can just put the @ to the person if you're chatting amongst yourselves, then it just helps me not to go into everybody's comments when they're not for me or Dawsmonkee. So otherwise, obviously, just put your comments or your questions and I'll pick those up. Hopefully I won't miss too many. And Biz is helping with, of course, the links to Zoin Discord and things like that. Thank you, Biz. Gino's here. Gino's always here. Hi, Chuck. Really looking forward to this AMA. Hi, all. And let's go Zoin abso-flipping-lutely. First in line's blessing. Hello, John316. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Who's that? All Heads Clothing. Well, hello there. What's up, everybody? Well, what's up is that we are excited. We're so excited because we also have Daniel Prado worldwide in the house. Well, I think he was here earlier, but hopefully he can join us as well. And of course, we have Sonia Angel, who is always bullish. Quite right too. That was me just trying to rally the troops. Mars Bar, hiya guys. Well, hi there, Mars Bar. How are you? See you a lot around the Discords and in Zoin, of course. Whale Miner is asking, what's the contract address for Zoin, please? we could certainly, if you, once we get chatting, I will get that and I will link it here. I'll also put it in the description at the end of the video when we finish this.
Discord in the official links.
Yeah, it is in the official links, absolutely. But I will pop it in here in just a minute. Mars Bar, good day. Sonia and Prado, my good to see you. Mars, have a little chat out there. We've got a lot of people, got 18 people. I feel like Prado suddenly. Because I never get more than like 3. So this is exciting. People are coming out to see you.
Thank you for
I'll tell you what, why don't let's have a little bit of a chat and I'll just bring the comments up as we go. So, Dawsmonkee. Well, first of all, I want to know why Dawsmonkee. Why the monkey bit? Do you have a pet monkey? What's going on?
It came about probably when I was about 12 or 13, looking for an online persona name. And I hated all of these ones where it was like your name 12345 @gmail.com or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something that was unique, and so yeah, part of my surname and the word monkey spelled like this. So, yeah.
I feel like I know you more already. So obviously we're sat here talking to you as a CEO now of a crypto project, and I am always really, really interested to know how anybody, whether they're a CEO or simply a member in a Discord, I'm so interested in people's journey in terms of getting into crypto and how you kind of ended up here, I guess. So how did it all start for you?
Well, it started just over a year ago. I was working a job that I was a little bit bored with, so I had a bit more time on my hands. So I spent a bit more time kind of browsing YouTube, looking at things. And then I came across a guy on YouTube called Jesse Eckel. And he was talking about Titano, and I was like, what the heck is this? I had no clue that there was this. I mean, my knowledge of crypto was there's Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that was it. That was my knowledge of crypto. And then he started talking about this Titano project where you get like 1,000% or whatever, and I was just like, what the heck is that? So then what I like to call threw money at the internet, and
yeah,
basically lost my first 1,000 money chucking it into Titano. Yep. So that was then I think eventually worth about $20 at the end. So that's life. And then through Titano, found out about all the Discords, found out about Seifu, got involved with that, sacrificed my whole bag for Vulcan. Love what Brian is doing. We'll follow him to the end of the earth. You know, the master marketeer. I think he's just
absolutely.
Yeah. And then so managed to find my way into Crypto Andy, and he has a really nice Discord group, and really find those guys really like to talk about the reality behind a lot of things. So really rely on that group to get the truth about things. So and then managed to get involved with one. Just happened to be online at the time when Oliver posted the contract. And so I was like super excited about that. That was really nice. And then somehow got invited to Zoin. I can't even remember how that even happened. And then just got chatting with Sonia, and then the team said like Sonia wants to step down, and I was like, what? Why? And she started explaining about how she's been in hospital and having health problems. And she said she didn't want to do it anymore, but still wanted to kind of support the project. And so I said, okay, let's do what we can. If you don't want to be CEO anymore, I'll take over. And you can remain in the background and remain supportive. And that's what she wanted to do. So that's what we've ended up doing. And this is my first time leading a crypto project. So I'm finding out a lot of things, learning a lot. I have a fair bit of people management experience in my real job, not real job. Kind of organizational, I'm fairly good with that sort of thing. So hopefully that will be transferable skills that I can then use in this role, and help bring the Zoin token to the moon, as people say, although I kind of hate that.
Do you know I hate that? Because you're a Brit and we get really awkward about stuff like that. And we'll come on to that in a second because the Brits are taking over here. But, but before you do, so, and the rest is history, but it's so funny because somebody like a few weeks ago was asking me, how did I get into crypto? And I kind of said, I can't remember. I got into it. I saw a video and it led to one thing or another. But you know what? You've just told your story and mine is identical because when you said Jesse Eccles and Titano, that is exactly how I got into my first crypto. Yeah. I'll kill that man because what happened to Titano? But, you know, you live and learn, don't you? And you learn through these things, but also that day, I think then, because YouTube did its magic for me and saw I was interested in Titano. And then, of course, Seifu was very similar and videos started coming up of it, and the rest is history. But isn't it funny that I think we probably more or less, probably at about the same time, got into it. And it's funny, you know, we are, I guess, both of us, when you speak to people who've been in the space for, you know, 3, 4, 5, 8 years or what have you, it's really hard not to feel like a newbie sometime. But actually, I'm a great believer because I too in my real life have had kind of leadership positions, organizational, people management. And I also now really understand that to lead something, you need good, knowledgeable people around you, but actually you don't have to be an expert in the project that you're leading. I mean, of course, you have to have a good basics, you have to have a good graph, you have to understand the lingo and all of that. But to have that portfolio of skills of people management, leadership, I think is incredibly important. So
I kind of look at what Oliver has done with the One project, and he openly admits that he doesn't know what he's doing. And I think that's great strength in vulnerability. So I really respect him for that. And I really love what they've done with their project. I
agree. We've got Bugs Life saying, let's go. Well, absolutely, Bugs Life. Aloha, all Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, that was a great film.
Slumdog Millionaire, yeah. And thank you, Emma has put, EMA. Is that Emma or EMA? I'm not sure. Emma has put the contract number in for Zoin. So thank you so much for doing that. Biz is here. Of course, Biz never sleeps. Biz never sleeps. Because Biz is everywhere every time I'm sitting on a live and others are. Miss Love, hello. Well, hello, Miss Love. So you are a Brit.
I am, yeah.
But I don't think you're not located in the UK anymore. You live in some wonderful place somewhere in the mountains, don't you?
Yes. So I grew up in South London, and then I moved to Cambridge, north of London. And then there I met my wife, and she said to me, hey, I want to move to Switzerland at some point in my life. And then like about a year after that, she said, I don't think you're taking this dream of moving to Switzerland very seriously. So I'm going to say to you, I'm going to move to Switzerland with or without you. And so I thought, bloody hell, I better get on board with this. And then,
oh my God.
Yeah, I know. So then
I need to spend some time with your wife. She's my kind of woman.
Then what happened was COVID hit, and I lost my job, got a pretty decent payout, so that was good. And then I said to her, okay, well, now we have a bit of money. Let's use this as an opportunity to try and go to Switzerland. So what happened was I then said to her, okay, well, you better quit your job as well, so which she did. And then just turns out that her cousin also lives here in Switzerland, said to us, hey, we're going on holiday for a couple of weeks. You can use our apartment. So we came over for a 2-week holiday to Switzerland. During those 2 weeks, I had an interview for a contract job and started working here within those 2 weeks. So we never left. Amazing.
Oh my God. That's amazing. And very similar to friends of ours who have a young family living in the UK. Lockdown came. They said, should we just go to France? And they did. And then it literally never came back. And, I know COVID was a terrible, terrible thing. and a disaster for so many. But in terms of giving opportunities for change of mindset and all of that, I think it's incredible. And certainly, you know, it's probably responsible for me sitting here today and not being in my 9-to-5 job anymore and all of that. Anyway. But so interesting. Wow. And I'm very jealous that you live in the beautiful country that is Switzerland. And if anybody watching has never been to Switzerland, you absolutely need to put it in your bucket list because it is a stunning place. It's beautiful. And Bugs Life, I love Brian. He is the goat of crypto. Well, I don't think anybody is going to disagree here because I think probably everybody watching this, and certainly the two of us, we are here because of Brian. So absolutely agree. Lady Bex is in the house. Well, hello, Lady Bex. Legends RO's Vulcan blockchain. Now, is this Legends RO's that was in, I don't know, it's so hard to match people up from Discord sometimes.
I presume but so.
Legends RO's, are you our new bot in Discord? Because I think you were providing. We don't yet have the bots. And sorry, I'm going fuzzy. My camera's stupid. We don't yet have the bots, although I know we are working on that. We don't yet have the bots. So Legends RO's in Discord this morning offered and provided manual bots, which I thought was very, very hilarious. Thank you for that. Digital learning, our friend. So that's the new CEO, eh? Yeah, what do you think of him? What do you think of him so far? Let us know in your comments. Legends ROs, I would love to see a partnership with Zoin and One, and we are all the same family. Well, I mean, you know, so many things to talk about in terms of partnerships and ideas and all of that. We'll come to the project in just a second because, of course, we do need to talk about that. But we've also got a very important draw to do before that, which we're going to get to in just a moment. Miss Love, hello, Brits. Hello, Brits. I sometimes can't speak. You'll find that. And Miss Love is a fellow Brit. We are taking over. I think Miss Love is in London.
Okay.
We're taking over, guys. We're taking over. We're already taking over this project. We're taking over crypto. That's all I'm saying. It's probably not a good thing. Yes, Legends ROs is the manual bot. Well,
if that's your real picture as well, Legend ROs, I'm jealous of those muscles. Those are
let's have a look.
Pretty insane.
Legends ROs, is that you? Tell us. I need to know. Legends ROs, and we now have a USP of this project. We have a manual bot. No other project has a manual bot, I don't think.
Not that I've been.
Digital earning when bot. Well, yes, I think we are still trying to get in touch with CK, isn't it, that does the bots. CK, if you wander in here, please do. I think, you know, it'd be great to get these bots up and running, and somebody is reaching out to you, I know. So we are trying to get those as soon as possible because I know we all love a bot in Discord.
Yes, we do.
Miss Love, lol, absolutely. We have Alabama Lewis. Good morning, all. I'm glad to see you all. I'm super excited about Zoin. Got in on launch and have enjoyed it. I can't wait to see where we go. Absolutely. And when we think about it, this project is not even a week old yet. In fact, it's, I think, 5 days. Oh, this is the current Mr. Chalk.
Oh, you're getting a delivery. Wow.
Oh, yeah, yes, I get deliveries.
That's amazing.
This started in lockdown when I was working from home.
Yeah.
And every day I got my 11s in terms of coffee and my lunch made. And lots of other wonderful things. So again, and it never kind of stopped.
To never go back to the office.
It's like, why do I have to go back? I mean, who's going to bring me my lunch?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm confused. Anyway, that's why I didn't go back. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, this project is literally 5 days old, I think.
Yep.
And yeah, it feels like we've been in it for weeks, which is it's funny, isn't it? Time in crypto is it's like we're in a time machine or something.
I think the thing is, because there are people online all the time from all the time zones,
I know.
It feels like so much time has passed. Like you go to sleep and wake up and there's been so much price action. You're like, what's happened?
I agree completely, absolutely. Mars Bar Convict here, AU. Sometimes also I don't understand comments.
Can't shed any light on that one.
He's a convict that lives in Australia, I think is what he's saying. I don't know. Are you joining us from prison? I don't.
Anyone who can do crypto from prison, you're a winner, mate.
Absolutely. Evarb is saying, Ben Watts.
I think he means when bot.
Oh, I'm glad you can understand comments, because honestly, sometimes I look at them and think,
yeah,
I don't know what you're trying to tell me. But I'm very old. Let's Mike with the I.
Yeah.
Let's go, Britain. Mike is clearly also.
He was one of the first people to message me and offer some help and support. So I really appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
Nice. Mike, you live in Jersey, I think, or Guernsey, don't you? I think, was it Mike that was putting up beautiful pictures that actually kind of rival those from Switzerland, I have to say, because the Channel Islands, I can't remember which one, but are equally beautiful. I think that was Mike. The manual bot can also be our personal trainer. Well, Alex, I completely agree. Legendaros, are you up for that? So, just see who else we've got here, and then we'll come back to having a chat. Tea time, Alabama Lewis. Is it? Mars Bar, I feel fortunate, got in at 3 cents. Bloody amazing. Let me tell you, I didn't get in at 3 cents. Do you know what? On Sunday, it launched early for me on Monday morning, and usually I'm up at the crack of dawn because I just am. But the current Mr. Chalk, who you saw, my coffee deliverer, he dragged me out. We were in Wales over the weekend, and there's some beautiful countryside around us, and he said, let's go on a really long walk, and he killed me with 11 miles because I just don't walk that far anymore. I used to, but I don't.
If you ever visit us in Switzerland, we'll take you on long walks as well. So.
Okay.
Be aware.
Well, when I think about the effect that the walk had, so what I'm doing is I'm blaming the current Mr. Chalk for not getting in at 3 cents or below, because I went to bed on Sunday so exhausted, and I didn't set my alarm clock, and I slept in because I was so exhausted. And by the time I got up, it had already been launched about an hour previously or something. I'm like, what on earth? What? And I didn't get in at 3 cents. I did get in. I didn't get in at 3 cents. But I know that you got in very early, didn't you, my friend?
I mean, if we look at the similar project, like I would compare it with one and just say we're very similar. You look at their price action that they had once they had everything together and figured everything out. Who knows what can happen?
Absolutely. And we are,
of course.
No, and I should have said at the beginning, I always say in my videos, but I forget on my lives, this is not financial advice, guys. We're talking about a project here. If you're in it, brilliant. If you're not, you want to get into it, brilliant. But we're not advising you to do anything of the sorts.
No
we
promise.
Are offering our views and opinions, but no financial advice.
Yep.
But you know, on that note, something when I was making my video yesterday, we had 162 holders. I think last night it had increased to about 172. I haven't looked today. So the holders are going up slowly but surely, but we are so tiny.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable that people are a bit hesitant, you know, when the CEO steps down 2 days into a project, that's going to cause turmoil in people's minds and think, what is going to happen? So all I can say is that we are here, we're building a team, and we are going to do our absolute best. We have no promises, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Cruz is in the house. I love a bit of Chris Cruz. Don't we love a bit of Chris Cruz? Chris Cruz live. Chris Cruz live. I am always watching Chris. He's always got interesting things to say. I'm always, when he's talking about his Bitcoin, I'm always like, oh my gosh, what a portfolio you must have. I'm very jealous. But he's worked hard at building his portfolio of Bitcoin. So congratulations to you, my friend. And Mars Bar is clarifying. Aussies are convicts.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what they are.
All right.
No comment.
If you want.
Lady Bex is also a Brit. We are taking over. Hello, Lady Bex again. Australia was a penal colony. Yes, of course it was. We know that, but we weren't going to say it. Okay, let's start with the tough questions, madame. So, I think we need to be gentle on Dawsmonkee. But if you have questions, we are gonna turn our attention to the project, but we're going to do the draw first in just a minute. So get excited, guys. If you've bought during the buy contest, you might be drawn. Who knows? And we are going to
say one quick thing about that. So this was my first idea of a contest. So it's been a tricky one, talking about all the rules and different things. So just to clarify that people who are bought within the 24-hour period are eligible. If they've sold within the 24-hour period, they've disqualified themselves. So that's the way this one's going to work. We will obviously take some advice from the community and stuff, and if people want different competitions run in different ways, we will.
Yeah, and you know what? Certainly in the conversations we've had so far, it's very clear that you are community driven. You're part of the community. I'm part of the community. And I think we both agree, and why wouldn't we, that the community has to be a really important part of Zoin going forward. So guys, we want your comments, your queries, your ideas. You know, what do you want to see as part of Zoin? What competitions do you want to see?
We have a suggestions channel in the Discord. Put all your stuff there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So digital earning, if you have your tough questions, pop them down below. As I said earlier, we can't promise all answers today, but we will do what we can. And we are going to go start random draw in a minute. Let's just get through a few more comments. Mars Bar, Chris Cruz is in the house. Good day, mate. Absolutely. Chris Cruz is here. Chris Cruz. We're in the company of greatness. Mars Bar, entertainment purposes only. Absolutely, entertainment purposes only. Bad Kid Jamal. I need my glasses as well. I'm very old and I can't always read. Well, is it advisable to buy Zoin and hold for short term from this time?
You need a financial advisor for that, and we are not that.
We are not that. We are not that. What we are trying to do, Bad Kid Jamal, is increase interest in Zoin. We're trying to grow the community. I'm certainly going to be doing more videos. I'm going to hopefully do some YouTube shorts, because it's hard to do a video every day because it does take me a long time. But actually the video I did yesterday has had quite a few views. I mean, I'm not a massive YouTuber, but it's had, I think, nearly 300 views, which is for a project that's not Vulcan or Seifu, is actually very good. So well, we'll come to that as well in a second, because that could be our future, couldn't it? Not Vulcan yet, but that's the aspiration, isn't it? So I'm going to be doing, hopefully through socials as well, we'll be pushing as hard as we can, but also we need the community to push. You know, we can only do so much. We need you guys, the community, to be sharing, to be commenting, to be, you know, bringing other people to the Discord as much as you possibly can. Eva, enough weather talk. What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's do the draw.
Yeah, let's do the draws. So, so you have, I think, is it 3 biggest buys? Do you want to announce those first, and then we'll do the 2 randoms?
So I obviously don't know who the people are, but we have there are 3 biggest buys. The first one was actually a first buy in the competition, so set the bar pretty high. It was around 2 BNB worth, and so that was a $645 buy, I think, and that is a wallet address ending in F00B.
Fantastic. So that's the first prize.
Yep.
And then the second
prize is it was a combination of different buys, but they actually already had the second top buy as part of that. So totaling 636.81. That is a wallet ending in 5810. So that has won the second prize. Fantastic. And the third prize was $192, wallet ending in CCF6. So
brilliant. Congratulations. So all that will be confirmed, obviously, in Discord, and then the tokens will be sent and the transaction hash will be shared in Discord as well. I think we'll probably have a channel. I think we've already got a channel where all of that can be shared.
Channel for transaction hashes, so we'll post the winners. Yep.
Yeah. And I know also, speaking to you, that transparency is everything. So, you know, guys, you should be able to obviously follow through any competitions or anything like that. They will be logged in that channel. So we then have, I think, was it 2 random prizes from anybody who did a buy during that point. Is that correct?
That's correct. So what I will say at this point is we haven't checked all the wallets to see whether they have sold or not. So if they have sold, so what we'll do is we'll do the draw now, and then my lovely assistant will check whether they have sold or not sold, and then we'll confirm by the end of the live stream before we go off whether.
Fantastic. So what we are going to do is we have a random number generator here between 1 and 31 because we have 31 wallets that bought.
That's correct.
So we'll go for, there's 2 prizes. So the first one
they're both the same, 250.
Both the same. Fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to press the start for the first prize, and then Dawsmonkee, if you can say stop, I will press the stop button, and then we'll have the number. Okay. So here we go. Let's start.
Stop.
Number 18.
Number 18.
Number 18 is the first prize.
Okay.
And then we will do it again. So here we go. Okay.
Stop.
8. It's all the 8s.
Wow. 8 and 18. Okay, so we'll confirm those and then confirm which ones they were in the chat.
Fantastic. I felt that was more of a test of my reaction time, which probably wasn't very good.
I mean, we did it as fairly as we could.
So fantastic. So we will, as you say, confirm those before the end of the live. Now we've been going 32 minutes. We are keeping this under an hour, but let's really focus now on the project itself, Zoin. As we said, it is incredibly early days. But certainly one of the things I know that was being discussed just this morning in Zoin is about the taxes, because one of the, what I said in my video yesterday, one of the USPs of this project is this incredible kind of adjustable tax system. And I know there was some discussion by the community this morning about maybe it should be adjusted and what we do it. So I'd be really interested actually to understand how that mechanism is going to work going forward. You know, how do we decide? There's lots of different ways that the taxes can be kind of split up. How is it all going to be decided, first of all? I don't know if you've even thought about that yet.
Well, as being so new, I don't really know all the answers, but I'll give what is relevant now. So I'm still kind of figuring out how everything's going to work. But in my mind, what we'll do is we will try to change the taxes depending on what the project needs. So at the moment, the tax system, let me just confirm. So we have a 3% buy tax and a 7% sell tax. And the buy tax, there is 3% are split. One of them goes to the liquidity pool, one of them goes to the burn, and one of them goes to the Treasury. And the sell tax, those 7%, that's 7%, 2% currently goes to Treasury, and 5% goes back to holders as reflections. And the plan, I think, will be to change it slightly to push more into the LP, because as a small project, we need to build our liquidity pool. But that is kind of being discussed. I'm not too hot on tokenomics, but I have some advisors who are. So we're
absolutely.
And we're always happy to take feedback from the community, advice from the community, whatever people want to say. But we will obviously take the decision as a team, and we will make sure that we agree, and then we can make changes. Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, it is a joy actually to be able to potentially adjust these taxes. And we all know as a fledgling project that it's the liquidity that clearly everybody would agree, I'm sure, it needs to be built. Yeah. So I think what we're saying is, we are mindful of that, but really importantly, members of the community, as we go through the story of Zoin, as we progress through the next few weeks, let us have your thoughts. I think ultimately it has to be, obviously, the decision has to lie with the team and you yourself, actually, as CEO. But, to have some rationales, if you're suggesting, well, let's send more to the burn wallet or what have you, then, give us your rationales, be really clear and let us understand your workings out. And, but I think what you're saying is that this is, it is partly community driven, but ultimately the decision has to lie, obviously, with the team. But again, there will, I'm sure, be full transparency in the workings of those taxes and the tokenomics.
Yes, we will announce any changes before they happen and when they happen.
Yeah. Oh, Jamie R. Jamji, we got faith in you, Dawsmonkee, especially with chalk on your side.
Thanks, Jamie. Really appreciate that.
Thank you. No, I do too. That's really kind. Thank you. Happy CB saying hi and confirming we do have 172 holders at the moment. So that's 10 in addition from yesterday, which is grand. Mars bar, Tesla, or 300,000 Zoin? Definitely 300,000 Zoin, I think. I think he's making a decision there.
I'm a Tesla fan, so I think I might choose the Tesla.
Oh, yeah, but you're also CEO of Zoin, see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I could buy the Tesla with my 300,000 Zoin if I hold it long enough.
So buy the 300 Zoin, let it go up, and buy 2 Teslas. That's what I'd be doing. Just no financial advice.
No financial advice.
Now, we do have a question. And before I give you that question, let's preface it with, and I hope you don't go, let's take it slow, because that's what the Safe Food Council did. Can we hear Dawes speak on his expectations of the community and what are his plans to do to make sure Zoin will be a success? Easy questions first.
Easy, yeah.
Easy.
So my expectations of the community, just be supportive, bring other people to the Discord, bring them to the Telegram, get them to follow people on Twitter, all that good stuff. Don't ask potentially inflammatory questions on the main chat. So if you have something that might cause other people to get worried or whatever, just ping me a direct message. My direct messages are open. Happy to answer any questions that you might have. Because you know what happens, someone asks an inflammatory question and then people are like, oh, is this really the case? And something, it could just be something that's a complete lie. Someone has just heard it from somewhere. So I'm happy to be honest with anyone, but if you have any questions that might be a little bit off the record, then I'm happy to answer them in a direct message.
Yeah.
But yeah, just generally give us ideas. Bring your, because we are much stronger together. I know I don't have all the answers, so that's why I'm open to a lot of input. With regards to plans to make sure Zoin is a success, just try and bring everything together. Bring the community, bring the team, work together to try and make it. Bring partnerships. I keep mentioning one because I think that it's such a similar project, but we can almost use them as kind of this is a guide. This is what they've done
like
at work.
A model,
So yeah.
Yeah, and I am also in one, and I think the team there have worked really hard and very swiftly on all sorts of avenues that I think is probably, it is normal fodder for any project to look at. So potential partnerships, NFTs, utility. I know that they're really keen on off-ramping. They've got the new bridge, and lots of things. So, and I know, we had our first meeting really yesterday, but all of those things are kind of in the mix as potential ways to go forward. It is difficult because it has to be what's the priorities, and what comes first, because everybody wants everything at the beginning, don't they?
Exactly.
But I certainly didn't get a sense that it's kind of let's take it slow. I think that everybody's mindful that nobody waits for anything in crypto, and
yeah,
and we have to get
that was evident when we were talking about the price bots. Someone asked a question.
yeah.
And then this morning I woke up and why is the price spot not here?
Yeah, but we don't need it now because we've got Legends R Us, so we're fine.
I'm sorry, Alec, I didn't manage to do it in my sleep. Apologies for that.
Chris Cruz, I hadn't had time to do my research on Zoin, but now that Chalk is involved, I had to be jumped to the top of my list. Chris Cruz, we love you. Well, Chris, I did a little video yesterday that just kind of scratched the surface on the tokenomics and said a little bit about the team, but we appreciate you being here anyway, Chris. It's really nice to have you. Thank you. Yep. Mars Bar saying awesome, Chris. Absolutely. Grand Rising Zoin Vulcan Nation. Yeah, we have another question from our friend Digital Earning. I would say digital learning, but it's not. It's digital learning.
Yeah, it's because it's capitalized the L, so that makes it a little. Yeah.
Who really holds the keys to the LP?
This guy.
Absolutely. So CEO holds the keys to the LP.
So one thing I will say about that is we plan to make it a multi-sig wallet as the project grows. Unfortunately, it wasn't set up like that in the beginning.
Yeah.
But when I spoke to the developers, they said it would cost money to do that, and we don't have any money at the moment. So at the moment, it's staying as a single signatory. But the plan is to make it with at least 3 members of the team to have a multi-sig wallet, because I know that one person having full control is never a good idea.
Yeah, I think I would definitely agree, and I'm sure those watching would as well. So that's where we're going with the main wallets and the liquidity. Absolutely. Heads Clothing, CFO Chalk Talk had to get involved. At the end, Mars Bar saying at the end of the day, Dawsmonkee needs to make the final decision as CEO. Absolutely. And I think, it is that balance, isn't it, because in any project, the community is almost as much as part of the team as the team itself.
Yeah.
But there has to be obviously the final decision maker, and that is you as CEO. But I think a collaborative approach is absolutely what we're looking for.
And that's what's worked best in my professional life as well. When I've had team members who've had troubles or whatever, I say to them, look, how can we solve this problem together? It's never a blame game. It's never you did that, so you need to fix it or whatever. It's like, how can we work together to make this the best that we can make it? Yeah,
absolutely. Evo, did Jason win? I think that's from another part of my crypto life. Mars, but now maybe we should just have a little park on this. ESCO and Vulcan partnerships. Obviously, we know ESCO is now due to, I think the latest is due to launch on this, it's the 27th of May, I think.
Oh, that's what I have in the calendar now,
yeah. And we know there are some pairing. Well, there's pairings being done with, I think, almost every crypto project in the world going forward.
Yeah.
But we know some of the maybe priority ones are from the Vulcan ecosystem. I don't know if you've got any
listed on there. So.
Oh, in the projects list, absolutely, absolutely. And I think absolutely, Zoin was created to be part of the Vulcan ecosystem, and nothing has changed there. And I know we're all very keen, I think, to be part of ESCO. So, so watch this space, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do.
I will definitely be getting in touch with Brian if that's possible. So
fantastic. Digital learning, outstanding. I don't know what he's talking about there, but I'm hoping he's talking about us.
About the LP.
Yeah. I think he was talking about us and what we're doing here.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can take it.
I think he was talking about me, actually. No, I'm joking.
It's all you.
Make sure we trust our devs with what's happened in other projects. Absolutely. I mean, we don't need to go into details, but we know of, I think, 2 other projects that are in close proximity that have had difficulties with dodgy devs.
Yeah.
And I think we can only learn from all of that. But yeah.
Yeah, there's one thing in life where people say you have to learn from your own mistakes, but it's even better if you can learn from other people's mistakes. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Digital learning and no community voting, please. Discuss with them, accept feedback, and that's as far as it goes. CEO decides. Yeah.
Completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also learning from other parts of the ecosystem about voting, it's hard, it slows things up. And again, it's a difficult balance. We want people's voice to be heard, but we don't want it to kind of laden us down with things. So, and I don't know, I think we're going to learn this as we go along. We're going to learn how we kind of rock around with the community and how people express themselves. So, you know, I just said to everybody, I'm sure you will as well, just to keep the conversations coming, ideas coming. What do you want to see? Tell us, ask the questions, and, you know, we'll get to them as soon as we can and provide answers where we can, or seek them out if we can't give you answers straight away. Chris Cruz is agreeing with Mars Bar. I don't know what about, but Chris Cruz is like that. He agrees with people. He's a nice chap. Yeah.
I think he's agreeing with we need to have trust in the devs.
Yes. It's a very good point. Very good point. Well made. So let's just think. We've got a few minutes left. As I say, we are going to finish quite soon. Guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask Dawsmonkee while he's here, then do put them in the chat. Just thinking about other things. Is there anything else you wanted to kind of add on at this point? I know we are talking in very general terms at the moment.
Okay, so the winners of the random draw have just come in from my lovely assistant, and the two winners are wallets ending in 95A1 and 884A. So if either of those are you have won 250 Zoin tokens, which will be transferred to you once we've made the announcement.
Congratulations. And who knows, those Zoin tokens might turn into a nice little bevy at some point. It wasn't me. I didn't win. But I didn't buy either. So that's probably why. That's probably why. Digital Earning is asking, what's the next contest? Do we have anything in the pipeline yet? I
have lots of ideas.
Brilliant.
So one of the ideas that I had, which I haven't confirmed whether we're going to go with it yet, need to discuss with the team, is we say, okay, everyone who buys within a 24-hour period, again, no sales, sales will be disqualified, but anyone who buys within a 24-hour period, so that anyone could take part, instead of saying the biggest buy is the winner, we say it's just randomized through all the buys. And whoever bought, the winner gets double their buy.
Ooh. Oh, I'm liking that. So it's encouraging people to buy big, but it's also recognizing that not everybody can do that.
As well. Yeah.
I love that.
So one thing with that is we would probably have to have an upper cap on it, to have like some upper value on it, which hasn't been decided on yet, because I think, obviously we can't give you 100,000 tokens if you buy 100,000 tokens, because that's not really possible. But yeah, something like that is something that's going on in my mind. But
do
also,
we like that idea?
Any ideas about competitions? Anything, suggestions?
And I think, I know we were talking yesterday, I think, we are a new project, we're learning as we go, we've got ideas, but we also know that there are lots of successful projects out there, and what can we learn from them? So if you are in a project that, they've got an initiative or a competition that you think is particularly good, it's bringing people in, it seems really effective, then, suggest it, make a suggestion in the channel, in the suggestions channel. And why reinvent the wheel when we can kind of pick the best of the crop from other projects and go along with them. So let us know your thoughts. But here we are. We've got Digital Earning has won. He's one of the wallets.
Well done. Congrats.
That's fantastic. So he's the one ending 95A1. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Well earned, my friend. Well earned. Mars Bar, thanks, guys. Got a cruise. LFG Zoin. Thanks for joining us, Mars Bar. We appreciate you being here. Digital learning, I've gave a bunch of ideas yesterday in chat. Fantastic. We will make sure that we have a look at those. If we haven't already.
If they were listed in the main chat, put them again in the suggestions chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Track. Otherwise, main chat just is so busy sometimes it's really hard to keep track.
Yeah, it is hard to keep track. Although I'm in another project that hasn't got Discord, it's got Telegram. I was saying it's a Telegraph or Telegram.
Cannot keep track of anything in Telegram.
God, it's like stuff going like this. It's like, whoa, stop.
Every time I load up Telegram, it's like, you have 5,000 notifications.
Oh, it drives me mad.
That's not happening. No. Just no.
Yeah. But it can be busy in Discord at times.
Yes,
so
yes, it can.
Mike is saying Zoin DeFi Battle Royale. Is that some sort of competition?
I think it is. I'm not entirely sure. That was definitely something that someone mentioned as an idea.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we can look into that. Digital learning. I don't think he knows who I am yet, Madame. Lol. I don't know. Do you know who digital learning is?
Who is he in Discord?
It's our beloved Fritz.
Ah, Fritz. He's another guy who is just everywhere.
Everywhere. Fritz, you're everywhere. How do you do it? Do you ever sleep?
In every project that I've seen.
I know. I don't know. I can't keep up.
Yeah. But he's always encouraging and always positive. So that's great.
Yeah, Fritz, we appreciate you, my friend. And I think it was Fritz that was talking about the tax, or one of the people that was talking about the taxes this morning. There's my little Monty, look. Come to say hello.
Oh, very cute.
Yeah, he's not impressed.
My cats haven't come to say hello, so maybe they will in a future episode.
But your cat's been pretty busy, right? You've got. Sorry, you've got one cat that gave birth.
We have 3 cats of our own.
Yeah.
And then what happened was a couple who we are friends with they split up, and the man owned the cat, and he just left it with the woman. And so she said, help, I don't know how to deal with a cat. I don't really do cats. And the cat was pregnant. So we said, okay, we've got 3 cats. We can probably help you out. So we picked up this cat and took it to the vet and had it all checked and everything. And the vet said, yeah, you can expect 3 little cat babies. Here's the x-ray to show that there's 3 of them. Aww. And then I think 2 days ago, just at the same day that I became CEO, the cat delivered 4 tiny little kittens. And we were just like, oh my God.
Oh Lord. And then I know you had to dash them to the vets in the middle of the night, didn't you?
Yes, the placentas got a little bit tangled and they couldn't escape from each other, and one got its leg trapped, and so we had to take them to the vet in the night, and it was raining and pouring, and it was, oh my God, a lot.
Oh my God, you have had a very interesting 48 hours, let me say. It's a wonder you can actually even operate and speak with the stress that you've been under.
Yes, it has been a lot.
So a huge thank you for giving us your time today. Mike is clarifying. So the Battle Royale thingy, essentially a bid war. I have the details. We did it with 1 token. Somebody won 370 tokens. Fantastic. Oh, I remember something now in 1. I've been in and out, so I haven't seen anything. But okay, that could be interesting. Yeah, Mike, that would be good to hear more about that. Fantastic.
Okay, cool.
Well, we are coming towards the end of our hour. We said we wouldn't go any further than an hour. We know that, when I was working I worked in universities, and I always had a thing. I'd go into a meeting if I was chairing it, and I would say I'd always put a limit on it, because people's time is
money. Yep.
Money. It is money, and it's valuable. Yeah, so exactly. We are not going to have, hours and hours of these lives. Hopefully we'll do them regularly, but we are going to keep them focused, and maybe in the future we'll have more of an agenda or something. I don't know. I don't want it to be like a meeting, but we can maybe answer specific questions and things like that. But this is just the first, just to say hello really to everybody, and certainly to introduce you.
What a name. I'm so hard, bro.
I'm so hard, bro. Awesome, AMA guys. Thank you. LFG Zoin. Absolutely. Let's go Zoin. So I think, oh, we've got one more comment coming in. You all are no live Prado. You all are no live Prado.
I don't understand that.
Is Prado live at the same time, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we're clashing. I don't know. Maybe we need to go.
Okay, well.
Jamie is saying thank you both. You're very welcome, Jamie. Oh, you are not like Prado.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I do, because sometimes Prado goes for 4 hours, bless him. I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I remember on the Seifu node launch or something, he'd been live for like 5 or 6 hours. I was like, how does the guy do it? My God.
Yeah, I literally don't know how he does it, but we all love a bit of Prado. So yeah.
The man is a legend.
I'm not sure. So no, we are calling it a day now. Oh, just before we do though, don't forget to subscribe to Dawsmonkee on YouTube. You started a brand new YouTube channel, didn't you?
2 subscribers. Let's go.
2 subscribers. Listen, guys, I've linked it down below in the description. So when you finish watching us here, please do go across, because I think what we are going to do is stream to both channels going forward. But also it might be that you want to jump on and do live yourself or do your own videos. Awesome. But anyway, show Dawsmonkee a bit of love by increasing his subscribers from the 2 that he has. And one of them is me. And I don't know if the other one is like your mum or your auntie or something. I don't know.
I don't know who the other one is.
Who knows? We don't care. But do go and subscribe to Dawsmonkee on YouTube. So we have one more comment coming in, and then I am going to... Jamie, you've got 3 now. You've got 3. You're on your way to the 1,000, the magical 1,000 that you need.
Amazing.
We also have nice office chair, Andrew. I was going to say that. That's quality, that is. I'm loving it.
Present for my mum.
Oh, nice. Last question. How many people have access to the Treasury?
So I think we answered this earlier, but I'll answer it again. So at the moment, it's just me. I'm the only person who has access, but I don't believe in that. I think that's completely wrong. So we spoke to the devs and said, hey, can we get a multi-sig wallet so that then at least 3 people would then have to agree for any kind of transactions to happen. But that costs money, and we don't have any money at the moment. So once the project is kind of further down the line and we have a bit more cash flow coming in, then we'll definitely be moving it to a multi-sig, and then at least 3 people will have access.
Yeah, fantastic. So hopefully that answers the questions about the wallet and who has access. So only Dawsmonkee at the moment.
Person with access.
No, I know you don't. You've been very clear about that when we spoke as well. So I think that's really good. Brilliant, says Digital Learning. And again, full transparency is what I know you're very, very keen on, and what I think everybody would welcome as well. So that's fantastic. So look, guys, we are at now almost an hour, and we are going to finish.
Perfect. Right.
It's almost like we know what we're doing. Almost.
Well, all right, why not? I'll say we know what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we do know what we're doing, absolutely. So, Dawsmonkee, I don't know if you have any final thoughts, final comments you want to tell our lovely, we've got 16 good souls watching, but this will be watched back by other people. So go ahead, the floor is yours.
So just say thank you to everyone for all of your support. It's been wonderful to have all the messages coming from people saying, you've got this, we're here for you, etc. That's really, really appreciated. And yeah, just really look forward to making this a great project. Hope we can all work together to make some money.
Fantastic. I couldn't say anything better myself, so I'm not going to add anything else apart from to add the thanks for you all being here today. Thank you so much. I'm always conscious of this time that people put final comments, and I usually miss them, so I'm just going to pull those in. Great job, you two. Thank you, Digital Learning. We really appreciate that, and congratulations again on your win. And you've got another subscriber.
Woo!
That's 4 now. That's
maybe I should do a graph of my subscriber count increased by 200,000%.
No, that's fantastic. But listen, thank you guys. We will see you all on our next one. But stay safe, stay in Discord, keep the faith, We're there and we're going to great places. So thank you all and goodbye for now.